What's up, guys? Told you I was going to do a review on the gun with the scope mount and everything, and here we go with it. First I'll show you the scope mount box. Came in the Game Reaper, the Thompson Encore and Omega. I had to get medium because of the scope I got. This is all one piece. It's supposed to be the best mount on the market. Oh, by the way, the cheapest place to get that is cheaperthandirt.com. I looked at Midway USA, and they're just overpriced. They're like $67, and it was like $50 at Cheaper Than Dirt. But this is the scope I got. Trophy XLT from Bushnell. I got it in the DOA reticle for 250 yards for muzzleloaders, and it turned out really, really nice. And while I was there, I ended up getting Bushnell binoculars, really, really nice. Same as the Trophy XLT scope. The technology-wise, they let in a lot of light. But let's get to the gun. I got all my guns over here and some of my grandpa's. But there's my bow, by the way, and the string broke on it. Gonna have to get another, and there's my other bow. Alright. Well, I put it in the soft case this time instead of that big hard plastic case. It was just too bulky. But, show you. Here it is. Trophy XLT with a one-piece mount. Everything's in camo. The scope mount matches the gun well, but the scope itself is Realtree AP HD, and the gun and the mount are Realtree hardwoods. But you know what? Who really cares? It's not like a deer's gonna be like, "Oh my God, that doesn't match. It's got to be human." No. But I got a doe with it this past weekend for muzzleloader season. But while I was out dragging it, I had these. It comes with these flip-up scope covers that are extremely nice. You just gotta get used to them. But I had them open like that the whole time going down into the thickets where I shot the deer, and I hit it, and I broke the lid, this part, straight off of the back one. So now I gotta get a new back scope cover because it was snowing, and these made it so nice because snow built up in my grandpa's Encore because he doesn't have covers on his scope the whole time, just when it's in the case. But this helped out so much because the scope was perfectly clear when that deer came around. I just flipped that up quietly though. If I flipped it up like this, and you can barely hear that. And then I flipped up that back one and laid the smackdown on her about 60 yards. It's my second doe of this year. Didn't get a buck this gun season. Bow season though, I probably will once I get the string put back on. But the first doe I shot was 150 yards away, 153 to be exact, and I dropped that sucker right in his tracks. And then with this one, she was quartering away pretty bad, so I placed it pretty far back and high because she was downhill. So I clipped the top of one lung, top of the heart, and bottom of the other lung, and it came out in front of her shoulder on the side, away from me. It was a perfect place shot. She ran about 10 yards and just dropped. But she dropped when I shot her, but I got excited and jumped up. Well, not jumped up, but I got up and started reloading, and it spooked her and she ran. But she would have stayed there if I wouldn't have got up. But you've seen the gun before. Oh yeah, by the way, I got a sling on it. It's one of the best slings I've ever had for a gun. It's a Butler Creek. It's the only thing Mossy Oak I own right now. I'm not a big Mossy Oak fan, but Butler Creek doesn't have any Realtree slings, but it's a nice sling. Distributes the weight on the shoulder pretty nicely. But this gun is absolutely amazing. I was getting like sub 1 inch groups at 150 yards. It was awesome. But I will show you the bullets I was using. was using not the ones that came in this box. These are the SSTs. I was using these Hornady FPBs, and they shoot amazing, but they're just a little bit too pricey for my liking. I think they're about $18 for 15, and these are 300 grain. So what I did is I switched to these. Basically same bullet, made by Hornady. It's the SST, so it's sabbated. 300 grain, just like the other one. Low drag. They load extremely easy. I was able to load it with just 2 fingers. But the second shot took a little bit, but I thought it was almost easier than the FPB to load. But it was pretty sweet. This is one deadly bullet. I can't wait to see how these shoot. I haven't shot these new ones yet. All I've shot is these FPBs. I've only got 2 left. But I'm going to do 2 shots of these compared to the 2 shots of FPBs. And I'm going to see what one group's best. But I'm definitely probably going to stick with the SSTs because I've seen nothing but good reviews about them. And these are like $11 for 20 compared to the FPBs that are $18, $16 to $18, depends where you go, but for 15. So I think I'm gonna stick with these SSTs. But told you guys I'd get you a video up here of it. I did. Just a little bit later than I thought. Deer hunting kind of got in the way. But this is actually nice. I do have a complaint about it though that I didn't realize about before my other video. When I took this thing completely apart to reload, it is an SOB to take apart. It's got a spring that for this thing goes into the stock here, and it's just, I thought you'd be able to just take this forearm off and push the pin like the Encore, but you have to take that off, take that screw, slide everything out, and then pop that pin out. And it's a pain in the butt because it's grooved to make it stay in, but you have to pop that out to get the barrel out. But I got it though. But it was definitely pretty sweet with this scope on. I had to take that front side off to get the scope on. I still have the front side on, but it is awesome. Let me see if I can get you guys a picture. There you go. You can kind of see that. But it is sweet. It's got those hash marks under it for drop. It goes all the way up to 300 yards. 250 for the line, and then the point at the bottom of the reticle is 300. Around 300, the thing says. But I'll get a video of it soon shooting, because I'm going to go to the range soon and try those SSTs. But I'm going to use the flip next time because my phone's not really great for video that well, because you move it and the mic and all that crap and puts that smaller picture on YouTube. But absolutely amazing gun so far. I'm shooting, I think this is almost equivalent to the Encore. The Encore is definitely easier to take apart and stuff, but this is awesome. Shooting wise, I think it's right up there with the Encore. But it is awesome. I gotta get me a new back scope cover, like I said, and it'll be ready to go. But this thing is sweet. You got any questions or anything, just leave me a comment and I'll help you out. But thanks guys, and subscribe.